all fought a good fight. But until we set the 0 point free, we'll be facing threats like the last reality. And worse. There will be no escaping it. That's why I need your help to destroy the imagined order. As long as they're exploiting the 0 point, everything is in danger. With your help, we can free ourselves from this place and leave the loop for good. We can all go home.
Fortnite, the game that has been called dead since the first year it was out. It's been more than 5 years and somehow it's still not dead. Wow. But how did it survive exactly? Why is Fortnite still one of the top most played games of all time? Or even, why is it still the best live service game ever? Let's talk, why is Fortnite so amazing? Starting with the mechanics. Things like the movement mechanics, which I think is one of the main places Fortnite shines at. The basic movement mechanics for a third-person game is really smooth with many different features. We got a sliding feature, which if you hit people with it, it will push them away and damage them. Or even if you slide on a really angled place like a mountain or something, you go like Sonic fast or something. Climbing mechanics, that is one of my favorite parts because it makes you come up with different ways to approach and kill people, or even like makes just movement way more smoother. Or even a super sprint that makes you go way faster and automatically kind of climbs objects in front of you, or like it slides on top of them, which is really cool and just makes the gameplay smoother. Soon it is even rumored that we will be getting wall running and first person mechanics as well. While in many games these things kinda sound useless, in Fortnite we got things like building and a creative mode. Which a great feature about creative mode is that you can turn off and change the settings of each of the movement abilities. So therefore you can make maps that are super simple and don't have these movement mechanics, or even maps that are made perfectly in a way to take advantage of whichever it is one of the mechanics you want. Like for example, you can make a first person map where wall running is the way to win. Even really fun parkour maps that use every single one of these features in a great way, like really fun, interesting and unique way. So already, just with the simple movement mechanics of the game, there is many different ways to play the game and many ways to come with different tactics and just have fun. And that's not even the end of it. Fortnite has always been known for its crazy fun movement items. Like for example, we got various different versions of movement pads that all work in unique ways. Some are used as directional push, or even some that give you full control where you want to go, or even allow you to open your glider. And like, doesn't that look so cool? It reminds me of Doom Eternal, the time where like Doom just shot himself into the moon. Wait, that was Mars. Moon? Mars. I don't know. Then on the other hand, we got mobility loot. Things like a hammer that makes you feel like a god, bouncing around. Shit is way too fun, especially since it can even push away vehicles, players or objects. It can push anything. There are also different impulses like an impulse grenade that gives you a lot of mobility. Or a rift that when you use it, it sends you along anyone near you into the skies. Grapplers in many different varieties. Walking on frozen places completely feels different than walking on anything else. Knockback weapons, zip lines, you probably get it by now. There are way too many ways for movement. And I haven't even talked about how many vehicles there are yet. Every car in the island is drivable and there's different versions. There was even a Ferrari that looked identical to the one in real life, and boy, that thing was art. It was so much fun. You could actually fly with that car. A flying Ferrari. Really fun bikes that you can do some really stupid, just fun things with. We got planes, helicopters, mechs, tanks, cannons, UFOs, or a dang Rocket League car. Like for anything in this game, especially the mobilities and like the vehicles, you got so many different choices for any different ways to like use mobility, different things to do, and all of them feel really fun to use. I can confidently say that Fortnite has the best movement in any game ever. Fortnite is not just a run and gun game like Call of Duty. Your movement matters way more than your aim, which makes the game feel way more casual. It allows you to have different ways to fight against people and just like do crazy tricks, just sniper tricks and things. It's so fun. And what I just said doesn't only affect mobility but also the weapons. Just look at how many different choices we have. Overwhelming. I know, way too many. And these weapons are not like Call of Duty. Tiny small changes, almost exactly the same feeling. Well, some of them actually are. But there are so many different categories of weapons. While Fortnite keeps the normal style of SMGs, pistols, launchers, snipers and so on categories, it also has its own different type of category for weapons. There are combat weapons that are meant to be easy to use and great for mid-range. Ranger weapons that are meant for long-range shots and kills. Rifles with first-person scope or rifles with no scope. There are futuristic military weapons from IO. Like for example, the rifle gets more accurate and shoots slower and actually does more damage when you aim, and when you don't aim it actually shoots faster and does less damage. The railgun, which is one of the best, most iconic weapons of this game, goes through walls and it's just this thing is gorgeous. Everybody loves it. The recon scanner is a great way to find player locations to plan some smart attacks against them. Then we got things like alien weapons. One of them has infinite ammo while being a laser beam. One can grab objects and throw them at people and it does a lot of damage. One is a giant ball of death and destruction, while the gun itself is a tiny little bitty thingy. It looks like a baby gun. It's so cute. Or dark magic weapons, which are some of my favorites. These guns start slow, but the more you shoot, the more accurate they get, the faster they shoot, or even the more damage they deal. And actually they don't have a reload system. It kind of is like that hit thingy. I don't know what exactly to call that. These are absolute beasts, really fun to use, especially the minigun. And just like look at their heat removal animation. I really want to know, how did Epic come up with that? That is awesome. We even got a weapon that shoots exploding swords, exploding goo gun, many different varieties of bows, one that you can use for movement, one that you can use for causing arson, one that makes a big stinky dealing damage over time, and another one that does a stupid amount of damage while exploding after you shoot it. Or even one that you can use as a grappler or just shoot it as a normal bow. There is so much in this game, and I haven't even talked about like 90% of the different weapons, or not just that, not even the unique game-changing side loot, or even how there is so many different ways to heal in this game. Somehow Fortnite made healing fun, which is just crazy. But let's talk a little bit more about the melee weapons. While Fortnite is mainly a shooter game, yet it still has some of the most fun melee weapons I have ever used. Like the scythe, or especially the new hammer. This thing turns you into a killing beast, or just makes you become a bouncy, I don't know, ball or something, while not really feeling annoying or OP. And not just the melee weapons, there are even mythic weapons that are completely unique, or mythic abilities. You can become superhero, use different superhero abilities. You can become a fairy and start scratching people, or use this thing and just send your friends to heaven.
Wow.
There is so many different mythic abilities in this game, and they make you feel like where they came from. Like the mythic from the animes make you feel crazy powerful just like the animes, while not being like crazy OP. Or the mythics from Marvel or DC, those things make you actually feel like a superhero. Like these are only some of the small reasons why people love Fortnite so much. You got so much variety all in a single game. These weapons in the game are not here to limit you. They're here to give you choices to how to play, different play styles, what to do. Do you want to go flying? Do you want to have a lot of movement? Or do you want to shoot people from a range, from close range? There is so many different choices. Do you want to just have mess around, feel powerful? You got the mythics. Just look at how god dang detailed these reloading animations are. I love them. Oh, so like that's it for gameplay? Nope! there are also perk systems. You can choose 4 perks per match and they cost only 100 gold. These perks have been one of the best additions to Fortnite ever. If you wanna feel like Hawkeye from Marvel, go for the crazy powerful perks that are meant for bows and just become the bow master. If you want fun movement, go for the super high jump or double jump, which is coming soon, or like balloons. There is even 2 perks for cars for movement. One of them makes you have infinite fuel or the other one gives you car mods. Maybe you want unique loot. There is perks that give you combat weapons, there is perks that give you bows, there is even one that gives you the most OP healing item in the game. Maybe you wanna have a strategic playstyle, go for the player spot and the zone revealer. These allow you to first of all know the people around you when the zone closes, and also it lets you know where the location of the next node, the next zone is before anyone else gets to know, so you can go there and you can wait for there, make your own camp, get ready for other people. Or maybe you wanna burn the world down, go for the perk that spawns basically like unlimited grenades. Or maybe you don't want to carry healing items, like no worries, there's a perk that allows you to heal while being in a bush. This is what I mean when I say Fortnite is loved, because it lets you choose how you want to play your game. And chapter 4 of Fortnite has done this way better than any other season ever in this game. Which is exactly why I really think that this is the best season in Fortnite of all time. Especially because for once in the game's history, shotguns don't feel like you either have them or you die.
This is not okay. This is cancer.
Or on the other hand, they don't feel completely useless, like the Thunder Shotgun. That thing still slaps people, that thing destroys. Even the pistols are as strong as rifles and SMGs. This is exactly what a good game should be like. Fortnite thankfully is doing a wonderful job with this, just like how the old Halo games did. And if Fortnite can keep this up forever, that's exactly why they will never die. I mean, just look at what one of my friends did while mixing up one of the perks with one of the weapons.
I have a better idea.
Oh my god, I didn't even know you can do that. It's cool. Wait a second, that is not okay. that should not be legal. What?
Triggers in the whole Wild West. We got sweats and dares taking on our own best. Ain't no telling who the ever
This needs to stop.
man gets. We got man caves and pancakes.
No, I'm gonna trick shot him, son. I'm gonna trick shot him.
Okay.
We got butter plate specials that'll treat you right. Come on down and rip somebody's going on up.
One more. No.
Come on, no!
Okay, come on, this is not okay.
Oh, man.
That's not where it ends. While the game gives you many options, many different gameplay styles inside the normal game mode, it also has many different great game mode options. Like, do you enjoy building mechanic and want to create your own protection? Or do you want to rely on movement and weapons instead of building so you can play the no build game mode? Which to me, you bet, I always go for the no build. Because building in this game is so OP, it overshadows the amazing movement and weapons the game has. It makes you always rely on the building mechanics instead of everything else. But now, thankfully, we have options for everyone.
Many good officers and men were lost today. You have proved that you can lead. You have earned the respect of the men. Take this helmet and put it on.
Which something that I need to say about this is, yes, in no build you won't have the ability to make your own cover. But Fortnite has even fixed that issue with having many different unique cover items. A bubble shield that protects you from all around. An Overwatch style shield, which is one of my favorites, and you can throw it, it becomes huge, protects you, that thing is awesome. A bunker that makes you a box-like defense. Or even they gave you extra recharging health to give you more protection, keeping the fights more fair. Many games out there have great gameplay with shit graphics, or on the other hand they have great graphics with shit gameplay. And between those there are some games that are great at both of those. Which Fortnite thankfully is one of those games. I mean, just look at this beautiful masterpiece. The graphics are actually sometimes the reason why I die in the matches. Like, for example, someone is shooting me, then I see that the sunrise is happening. I'm like, fuck you, dude, come sit with me, watch the sunrise while we hug. Ah, no, it's so beautiful. And I'm not joking, ask my friends, they know that I actually do this. Like, just look at this sunrise. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And not just like the graphics, the design of this map and the cartoony style is just godly level. It's so good. The spawn location is a massive rock in the sky while you see the whole entire map from it and water falling from it and everything. And yes, this confirms that Earth being flat is true. But my favorite part of the design of this world is just like this beautiful galaxy we are in. Like, you can just go near the edge of the place and just look at this gorgeous galaxy while the island is there. You're in there, everything in this huge, this never-ending galaxy. While we're in the spawn island waiting for the battle boss to charge up to go to the actual map. Which finally, it's not a boring, just like basic thing where you go inside of the battle boss, go in the map, no animation, no nothing, so boring. There is an actual animation for the going in the map now, and it's just awesome. And when you go inside of the map, you see this massive land with many different biomes. There is a snow biome, there is a fall, or even a grass biome. And sometimes Fortnite comes up with its own crazy biomes, like this reality one from last seasons, which this was one of my favorites. It's so trippy, the design, like, what did they use when they make this? What kind of drugs? What is this? I love it. And on top of that, you got these fluffy clouds where they change colors based on the lighting of the map. But then you look a little bit more down, you see the edge of the sky where there's a galaxy. You can see the entire galaxy, see how the island is actually just floating in it, while there's also rocks around it floating in the sky. Like, we went from this to this.
It's beautiful!
It's just mind-blowing how amazing the game looks now. While on the ground, you still can see some great designs, graphics, and the game just looks gorgeous. Even the grass in this game looks awesome. Just look at how many colors, how many different things is in the grass. Honestly, the art style and the lighting of this game, in my opinion, is just perfect. It is the right border between realism and cartoony, letting everyone to enjoy it, since it's like not too far realistic like Call of Duty or not too cartoony. And like the colors are perfect. Everything is so good. It just like grabs your eyes, and like the colors change based on time of the day. The colors can be more oranges because of like the sunrise. It can be more blue, more purple because like the moon going down, or completely normal. It's just awesome. And you can even see your footsteps on things like waters on the ground or a snow, while the snow has this really great like glitter effect or something. Then we got the different graphical physics of the game. There are fire physics, which I absolutely love because you can like cause chaos with that thing, and it's just a pretty chaos. Like, look at this. Don't tell me you don't want to burn the whole place down. It's so cool. And not just fire, there's also the reflections on water and the water physics. The reflections on water look damn near identical to race racing. And while race racing just completely destroys, eats up your frames, this doesn't. You can have 60 frames or more with these reflections. And not just like the look of it. When you go inside of the water is actually interacting with you. It goes around, it makes waves, it feels like real water. It feels like you're actually touching the water. It is just so good. Like, just ask my friend Tater. She is legit sick of me talking all the time about how good the water is in this game.
I'm
Scyan,
so
stop
happy.
obsessing over water. It's
It's
water,
cool.
Scyan. You can see it in real life. Go
This
touch some
water is
touch some
better.
water.
And you thought it's all done? Nope. Just look at this. Yes, there is destruction physics in this game. 99% of the things you see in Fortnite can be completely destroyed. There is a massive huge building, just take it down. And watching a huge piece of building just break down to nothing is just the most satisfying feeling ever. There are even some trees in the game that you can chop down and use as cover or damage people with them. Or actually throw them into water and you can use them to float on it. Yet again, Fortnite finds some of the most unique ways to give you gameplay advantages. But back to the graphics, look at how the light shine through like the windows and holes. Or not just that, look at this thing, when the door closes there is so much less light inside of the building, but then you go a little bit more nearer, the door opens, there is just everything brights up. It's just like real life. And when you go into dark places, the lighting changes based on where you are, or when you go to bright places, again, lighting changes based on where you are, so it always feels natural. The Fortnite graphics and art style please my eyes more than Rule 34 sometimes, and I know that sounds really weird, but actually yeah, that sounds really weird, I'm sorry. And not only the graphics and the art style of this game is amazing, but the animations done for this game is better than some actual movies. Which is exactly why you see like so many players in this game begging Fortnite to please make a movie for the game. God damn, these animations are so good, we need a movie with them. Please, come on, I would do anything, just one, please, come on man. Fortnite could easily make one of the prettiest and most fun animations movies ever, and me along with every single player in this game hope they actually do it. But not only these animations are so beautiful, they are designed in wonderful ways to give us nostalgia and hype with things we have seen before and make us happy. They make the storyline characters in this game look way more badass than I ever get to be. It kinda hurts. And just like look at one of the recent animations they made. I don't know how you can watch that and not fall in love. Talking about this trailer and the skin in it, now we go to the most complicated part of video games. Microtransactions and monetization. The thing that single-handedly can completely kill a game or make it become something bigger. I can easily, with full confidence say, Fortnite has one of the best monetization systems in any free game or live service game ever. Like first and most importantly, no loot boxes, luck rewards or pay-to-win items in the game. There is not a single pay-to-win item and never has been. Then we got my favorite part of the monetization, the battle passes. Yes, this is exactly the game that made the battle passes as popular as they are right now, and for good reasons. There is a reason why people say Fortnite does battle passes the best. Just look at how much there is. Like Fortnite puts the best items and the best skins they have inside of the battle pass instead of the item shop, even though they would make way more money if it was in the item shop. And the battle passes technically have more rewards than only 100 items, with known and loved characters and original ones. Why these battle passes are so awesome is because of their variety. Like there can be your favorite character like Doom Slayer and his awesome sword, I love that guy. Or storyline characters like Geno, with emotes that let you change the style of your skin at the middle of the match. And they have some of the coolest animations for transition to the different style. Like look at this guy, which is a storyline character. Look at him going inside of his armor. That's so cool. Or we got Iron Man going into his suit. So sick. Or one of my favorite storyline characters summoning his suit. And the sword of this guy legit comes out of his shield. Like the thought went into these skins is nuts. They're even simple skins for people who like simplicity. And for like troll lovers, you can be a damn banana. There are even some of the coolest gliders ever. Or even there are many different animations for pickaxes, like there is one that is like a spear animation or a sword one, or even one of my favorites, the Kratos axe. That thing is sick, that thing is so good. And the game even give you extra crazy looking editor styles to the people who grind a lot, letting them flex to people how they don't touch grass and feel rewarded for the time they put into the game, even after they have already gotten all the main things. And the best part about this is that Fortnite never puts important things into these slots because they don't want you to feel forced to get these items. You have a chance to show people that, hey, I grinded this season a lot, look at what I got. While on the other hand, because these things are not that crazy, the normal styles are actually cooler, it doesn't make the casual people in the game feel like they have to reach level 200. And you might think that, well, battle passes suck because they make you play a lot, put a lot of time into the game. What if I tell you Fortnite is actually not like that? I normally finish my battle passes in the week 2 or the 3rd week of the season. There are 12 weeks in a season. I finish it in the 3rd week. That's crazy. Try doing that in Call of Duty or I don't know, Overwatch. Nah, you can't. And the reason for that is anything you do in the game, you get rewarded. You play Save the World, even though it's a dead game, you still get rewarded by a lot of XP. Every second you spend in this game, even in creative mode, whatever you do, it rewards you with XP, which is exactly why it doesn't take that long to get the rewards in the Battle Pass.
Start by earning Battle Pass XP beyond Battle Royale. It's all about playing your way to level up and unlock Battle Pass outfits.
And not only that, while I grind and get all the items in the Battle Pass, I also get 16,000 V-Bucks. The Battle Pass, you have to only pay 950 V-Bucks, therefore you get 650 extra from this. And while you're finished with this Battle Pass and the next one comes, you don't have to pay $10 for it. You got 1600 V-Bucks. Just pay that for the next one and you're gonna have 700 left. This system is the best. Overwatch, learn a little bit from this. And Fortnite is not only great at its battle passes, it also is like amazing with its item shop system. There is a monthly subscription crew pack that you can buy for the price of like $15 or something. While this whole pack every single month give you 1,000 V-Bucks, 3 battle passes or a battle pass refund, 2 skin packs that contain a lot of cosmetics. Let me say that again, not 1 skin pack, 2 skin packs for $15. And sometimes you also get extra thing with these packs and stuff like music pack, pickaxe and things like that, while also sometimes you can get 2 free battle passes instead of 1. You can have this much content in Fortnite for only the price of $15. While even the items in the item shop a lot of times gets to be like way cheaper because they come with bundles that make them like become way cheaper than if you got them like one by one. And like the item shop design of this game is so perfect, you can easily see everything. There is so many things, they can put as much items as possible and it doesn't feel really weird. Like again, a lot of people are sad that there is not really exclusivity in Fortnite anymore. There is only crew packs and battle passes, that's it. But that is a good thing, because if you remember, Fortnite used to abuse fear of missing out a lot, especially in chapter 1, but now they have lowered the exclusivity, allowing everyone to have their skins. They have made them cheaper, they bring them back more, it's more choices, you have more things to choose from, there is so many varieties, it's just awesome. I love you guys. Fortnite has truly nailed the monetization system, and I have never been this comfortable to be like, take my money, take my money. But you may be like, if the game only makes money from cosmetics, then no free skins, I guess? Stupid! Like Christmas just came and we got a rip and tear free music from Doom. Or 2 free skins, legit, and 14 different free items. And the crazy part about this is you don't have to do any challenges or any stuff. You just log in, open your presents, and there you go. Your free skins, your free items, your free Doom Eternal music, your free Millennial Falcon. And this actually happens every single Christmas. They give you so many free items, free presents, 2 skins every single Christmas for free. Absolutely free 99. There are even sometimes free skins that you can get from Epic Games Store, or even free skins that you can get from challenges or other ways. Do you now see when I say Fortnite does great with its monetization? You don't feel forced to buy anything because they give you free items. Well, when you do buy something, they're fair with it. They're not doing anything stupid, and it's cheap. It's not crazy expensive. So much love goes into these cosmetics. I already showed you how there are so many different pickaxe animations. There are even so many different style of emotes. There are some emotes that you can move with, emotes that actually people can join you when you do them, like hug people or do this like Metallica thing with people, just become a rock star. So cool. You can just create a long train with people, or even different car emotes like a UFO or the Warhog from Halo. We got so many different versions of back blings. There is capes, normal back bling, pets, like different floating pets. There is reactive back blings. We got this thing from Destiny that I have somehow forgotten its name, but I love it. That thing is so cute. Then we even got crazy gliders. There is a dragon glider, somehow stairs that you can walk on, which makes you feel so cool and powerful. Things that you can stand on, like a meteor or dragons, which yeah, that dragon is free. There are even wings that make you feel like an angel. This thing they have like no clue what to call. Or fuck it, become Thor. That's a glider. Or that thing. Or even back blings that become your glider. Contrails and wraps, or even reactive wraps. But now let's talk about the main thing people care about, the skins. Which, because I just talked about wraps, yeah, there are skins you can use your wraps on, and if the wrap is like reactive, the reactivity actually will work on your skin as well. The customization in this game is out of this world. Then we even got anime skins, which like who doesn't love that? Anime Fortnite? Hell yeah! Meme skins or 2D characters becoming 3D like Rick, freaking Rick somehow. We got some really cool looking badass skins. Skins that can change their style at the middle of the game, or even skins that are reactive, customization skins even, like you can make your own alien or your own soldier, your own painted fish, and so on and on. There is so many different customizable skins. But not just that, just look at the way these skins stand in the lobby. The skins, everything in this game have so much depth, so much love into them. It's insane. There is something for any feeling, any personality, any taste. There is a skin for anyone. There is no way you can't find your favorite skin. And that is exactly the reason why Fortnite has the best customization and monetization of all time. We all know that multiplayer games are made for their gameplay, and not a single one has a good story. They all suck. The story can only be good when there is a dedicated mode made for the story, like in the old Call of Duties or in the old Halo games. But Fortnite has created a whole new unique trend in the storyline world. And that is the biggest reason why me and many others are so attached to this game. Show me a single multiplayer game that has a better storyline than Fortnite. That's right, you can't. And let me explain why. The game's story is made by many fractions, the Seven, the IO, the Last Reality, Loopers, and more. Each of these groups are so fun to follow, and good or bad, you can never hate them. IO is a huge organization filled with cool characters like Dr. Sloan, Geno, Gunner, Midas, John Jones, and more. Which this is a group dedicated to experiment with something called the 0 point. The single point that has the energy of creation and has created every everything in existence and every reality. The IO are actually the villains and not the good guys. And while this group, this fraction, the IO are like the bad characters, the bad guys of the game, the villains, they're not just like boo, bad guys because they're bad. They're there to supposed to be bad, so they're heroes that can fight against them. That's actually not like that. The IO were actually created to protect the 0 point, which without the 0 point, everything dies. So technically, if you think about it, the IO are actually the good people. What makes these people become like the villains of the game is that they have the power of creation, which is the 0 point. And in these 1,000 years that they have been protecting this, it has made them think that what if they can use it to maybe like make life a little bit more perfect, change it, make it become something better. But the outcome of doing something like that is that if you mess with the 0 point, it causes crazy powerful being and horrible people like Galactus to find out about it and try to consume it. And like if that doesn't happen, messing with the 0 point can also cause whole universes and realities to be destroyed. So that's exactly why the IO are kind of counted as villains in this game. Then we got the 7 who are meant to be the champions, the heroes, the true legends of the story. And they actually put their life and all they have on the line for the mission. Which that mission for now is to free the 0 point from the hands of anyone, make it be safe, make it be free and protected, so every reality in existence can stay in peace, like grow naturally. But the fun part about the 7 is that they also make some mistakes. These mistakes make the 7 not feel boring, and not only that, it sometimes make people think, are the 7 truly the good guys? Maybe we have been wrong all this time. Like for example, the 7 taking away the 0 point from the IO. It nearly caused the entire world, the whole multiverse to end because they couldn't protect it well. Or how legit the 7 were about to kill each other. Or sometimes they're even more brutal than the IO. So even the heroes in this game, they're not just they're always good, they also make terrible mistakes. The heroes in this game suffer just like anyone else. And I love how every single character in this game, their personality is always developing, they're always changing. Like look at John Jones for example. He left the IO to become something better. Even though the 7s are the enemies of the IO, he sacrificed his job, sacrificed his life, went to the 7 to get help from them, and even then the 7 beat him up.
Hang on, let's talk! Let's talk!
Poor guy, I feel bad for him. But now, not only his character is getting developed, he's also developing every single person in the 7. He's making the 7 more feel like a family, make them feel like a nicer people. Just like look at this scene, we went from John Jones getting beaten up by the Foundation, then to this. Bro fist, just so wholesome. Each character in this game has gone through crazy character development, which makes us feel their pain and the reason for what they do. And while our heroes of the story are alleged stronger than Superman, yes, Foundation is like way stronger than even Superman. So you might be like, we got a guy who's more powerful than Superman. What villain exactly is gonna kill him or fight against him? He's easily gonna win every fight. Well, what if I tell you that's exactly where Fortnite the storyline shines even more. Yeah, the Foundation is like really strong along with everyone else in the 7, but just like look at how easily they got messed up by one of the villains.
Whoa! Starting to think this may be a problem.
Get out of here! That's
This all is because one of the biggest villains of this story, the last reality and the Cube Queen. They come from a reality which is the nothing. Basically it's the world before anything existed. And while only the nothing existed, the 0 point got created because of a big bang. And that thing has started making universes and realities. But while those realities and the 0 point got created, those actually got created inside of the nothing reality. So the Nothing got really pissed and created its own army called the Last Reality Army with the leader called Cube Queen. The meaning of the name Last Reality is that after this war, we will be the last reality to stand. So if you didn't understand what's going on from that, basically this group just wants to kill everyone, destroy every single reality to exist, just like ruin everything. So it goes back to being nothing and only them. So probably after hearing that, you're like, wow, those are some terrible people. Why the hell do they want to destroy everything? Just like Thanos, even they have their good reasons for what they're doing. The 0 Points legit invaded the Nothing's home, just took over it, made realities inside of it. So like imagine some stranger, random person comes inside of your house, starts taking over it. You probably would do your best to like shoot them out of your house too. Exactly what the Last Reality are trying to do. Yet again, even the worst villain of the story, they have their reasons, their ways why they do some things. It makes you feel bad for them. So like this kind of a storytelling kinda makes you confused. Do I fight against the Last Reality, or do I go against the IO or the 7? For any fraction that exists in the story, the game shows you why they're good, but also why they're bad. Which is exactly the reason why there is such a huge storyline community on this game. Easily one of the best multiversal stories of all time. But right now, it's not a multiversal story, it's actually an omniversal story. Which is exactly why it is one of the biggest low-run storylines out there. The collabs you see like Marvel or DC in the story, they actually make full sense. Or they don't even feel like a cash grab, like a Snoop Dogg in World War II somehow. But since we're talking about like 5 years worth of a storyline, this video would be like 10 hours long if I try to explain the whole story in it.
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
But thankfully, my channel is focused on explaining the awesome storyline this game has. So maybe check my videos out if you wanna learn about the Fortnite storyline and how everything works. Like, just look at this moment in the story. It is such a joy to be part of the story of this game. And this is only one of the ways that the story gets told in the game. There are so many ways. You can do the storyline missions to get character dialogues in BR, or you can read through item descriptions. There are secret things in the map, there are secret dialogues, you can talk to the characters in the map, you can go search for secret things, like there is a portal that is getting created by one of the story characters. Like the story live changes the map, makes changes into them, and by looking at the map you can learn about what's going on, which is such a unique way to tell the story, and it's so cool. There are even comics that are made with the help of Marvel and DC. Which these comics alone have brought more young readers to comic world than anything else because of how god dang good they are. But now, the 2 reasons why Fortnite's storytelling is the most unique you can find at the moment. For one, the story of the game actually is told from your character's eye, its visions, not from a story character from like Foundation, it's from your own eyes in the game. Which that makes you feel like you're part of the story. And you actually are! Some missions in the storyline are actually done by your help. This makes you feel like you're part of the 7 and the reason why their realities are saved. That's one of the amazing feelings that Fortnite storyline gives you, and one of the reasons why people love it so much. And the best way to tell the story, one of the biggest icons of Fortnite, live events. These are quick 15-minute long events at the end of seasons where the biggest parts of the storyline gets told in them. Like recently, the IO was creating a massive device that was meant to destroy the island and any being on it, especially the Seven. So we, the players, joined in with the Seven to help him out and win this massive 1000 years long battle. The Seven took a huge mech, upgraded, repaired it while making a base on the ice moon and sending us into that base. You and 3 of your friends got to control this huge damn mech. It was truly the coolest I have ever felt. Like the IO used to destroy us with their crazy mechs and crazy tech. Now look at me destroying everything they have with my massive mech with like 3 of my friends, just smashing them, going through them, drill, destroy, bam! But even in these live events, it's not like you just go in, you destroy everyone and you win and that's it, done. You're always nearly close to failing, like in this part where my mech got completely destroyed, but suddenly a banana comes out of nowhere and saves the day. Then after that, you go back to being super cool and smashing shit into nothing. Then yet again, the IO drops another secret attack on you. While all of these are happening, you're always there with the Seven, feeling like if you weren't there, they wouldn't win this battle without you. And in the end of the battle, when you win, you feel like one of the main characters of the story. And you celebrate this victory with your friends and the Seven. And like how I mentioned how beautiful these events look? Like just look at that island flipping, god damn! This is such a beautiful and unique scene. I have never seen something like this like anywhere else. Or do you remember that black hole that broke the entire internet? Or that huge UFO in the sky which was actually bigger than the map itself, just exploding in the air while you watch that happen and fall from it. Or the 0 point creating a huge flower in the air, while Foundation is sacrificing himself to heal the 0 point stuck in a huge tower. Or one of the most fun events ever, fighting against Galactus with battle bosses that you actually get to control. So fun! Yeah, I can go on forever. This game's story is a true masterpiece. And it's all thanks to Donald Mustard and the talented Fortnite dev team. What is something Halo, Doom Eternal, God of War, all of these games are known for? It's their great music and soundtrack. A game can feel really bland without a good soundtrack, especially if it has a storyline. And thankfully, Fortnite has some of the loved, nostalgic and lovely soundtracks. While each faction in the game gets to have their own theme music. There is like IO soundtrack, Geno's theme, and even the Seven's theme, which is one of the most iconic. Even the map of the game has its own soundtrack. The Last Reality got their own theme. and every single event has a unique vibing music on the background that fits the gameplay really well. The music catches you, it makes you feel like you're inside of the game's world, it makes you understand the situation. Is it a happy situation? Is it epic? Who is in there? Is it the 7 you're with? Is it the IO? Everything feels special. And honestly, Fortnite music doesn't get talked about enough. The game's soundtracks and music deserve way more love than they're currently getting, and I hope one day they become way more famous than they are right now. The reason why Fortnite is the best at so many things is because of its dev team. People who are not scared to be creative, people who listen to the community, and people who are never scared to experiment and learn what to do for the future. But I would love to know, was there anything in the video that you heard me say and you never thought like, oh yeah, Fortnite actually is really good in that, like the story or something? Or even if you're still playing, you love the game like me, what is one of the main reasons that keeps you playing? Is it the story, the gameplay? Please let me know all of this in the comments. I will talk to you as well if you put a comment. I really hope I was able to show you why I care about this game so much, and have a good day. I'm dying. Goodbye.